I just saw the news today that a politically significant YouTube channel was deleted for politically significant reasons. This channel was called Mumkey Jones, and you can probably guess already from the name of the channel. It was satirical. It was comedic. But let me tell you something. In politics, a joke is not just a joke. He actually did some really significant original research on the life of Elliot Rodger. Elliot Rodger was an attempted mass murderer. He did murder a few people. I think he actually really shared with the public a lot of facts about that case that you would not find in mainstream press coverage. And yeah, he also did make comedic videos about Elliot Rodger, about those mass murders, and on other topics. So he engaged in satire and humor, but it was not just joking for the sake of getting a laugh. And I can genuinely say that I did learn things. I learned things that were useful and meaningful to me. And I think I quoted his channel in at least one or two videos here in the past. It had a positive impact on my life. Might be surprising to some of you seeing this video, but that's the truth. Now, both of his channels have been deleted by YouTube through the usual YouTube strike process. They use the term strike because of the concept of 3 strikes, you're out. Right now, someone is trying to get my channel deleted by sending in complaints that would, under normal circumstances, give me strikes and that result in specific videos being deleted. And this is not the first time I've been through this. Because I've been through this repeatedly of people perniciously trying to have my channel deleted, through complaints that YouTube may regard as ostensibly legitimate, or they may not. I'm kind of open door there. Because I have that background, that experience, I wasn't surprised at all to hear that Mumkey Jones's channel was deleted. On the contrary, when I discovered his channel just a couple of months ago, I thought, oh wow, it's only a matter of time before these videos get deleted. Not necessarily the whole channel. Many people don't understand what's happening in terms of the uncontrolled sequence of cause and event that's transforming the content on YouTube inside and out. Step 1 was just the demonetization of overtly violent videos. If you go back 5 years, people used to actually make money and get famous by uploading videos of people having fistfights. And YouTube was, I think, ambivalent about making money themselves or their contributors making money out of this kind of overtly negative amateur filmmaking. But I mean, there really were videotapes of like a bunch of kids in the neighborhood punching each other in the face that would get uploaded here, notoriously to other websites like World Star Hip Hop. And YouTube obviously was in a position where they were trying to come up with some kind of policy statement that would draw a line about what type of content they do and don't want to be making money out of. There were some enormously successful channels that spread a neo-Nazi message. So I've mentioned one here repeatedly. She was a really skinny Canadian girl who was putting up videos of herself celebrating the birthday of Adolf Hitler. She had a videotape of her literally blowing out the birthday candles on a cake she baked for Adolf Hitler and having the photograph of Adolf Hitler on the wall, this kind of thing. At that time, that's so many years ago now, that's more like 4 years ago, it really wasn't clear what policy statement YouTube was enforcing here. There was an ad hoc sense that every so often something crosses the line and nobody's ever really drawn the line. But when something crosses the line on an ad hoc basis, some executive at YouTube makes the decision to take it down. So in as much as the ad hoc period seemed to only punish people who were rich and famous, the majority of us didn't complain. Because, of course, there were dozens or hundreds of small channels doing the same things and not making money or not getting famous. They were just committing the same transgressions on a smaller scale. So I think a lot of people ignored what the creeping effect of this would be. Now, I didn't ignore it, and it's no great boast on my part. I didn't ignore it because I couldn't ignore it. I got a strike, so video removed and a strike against my channel because of my criticism of the diet and exercise routine of Ted Carr. Now, full disclosure, I was also really criticizing what he said about education and career plans, because he was encouraging his he was encouraging his audience to just kind of drop out of school and not worry about having a career and not think long term. And I saw a lot wrong with that advice. So from my perspective, that was my main focus in criticizing Ted Carr and his channel. But that's not why the video was deleted and had a strike. I dared to say that he looked about 10 years older than he looks. I dared to say that he's presenting himself. He's a guy who has his shirt off and is presenting himself as a kind of beauty icon for men, as being an athlete and someone you should aspire to look like. And I said that he is not terribly good looking, that he does not look terribly youthful or vital or what have you. I did make some comments in passing about his appearance. Bullying and or hate speech, not just demonetized, video deleted, strike against your channel, and if you get 3 strikes, you're out. Your channel's gone forever. Now, you can see exactly what I said about Ted Carr on this channel still, because I edited it into shorter segments and re-uploaded the video, which is a risk, because then if it's there in 3 pieces and you get 3 strikes, your whole channel's deleted. But I did that. And honestly, I did it because I really believed in what I said in that video, and I really thought it was important to take the chance and have that on the record. And for me also, it means I can now say to this audience, hey, if you want to know just how easy, just how strict the censorship is on YouTube, that's mostly invisible to you, I guess I'll give a link below this video. None of you guys are going to understand. You're going to click on this and be like, what? How could this possibly be blocked this way? Well, I have a worse example for you. And this relates very directly to what Mumkey Jones just went through. So Mumkey Jones is complaining that he had videos deleted for hate speech. I think it's specifically hate speech, not threats of violence, where he's quoting Elliot Rodger. So he's quoting Elliot Rodger in the process of criticizing him or of ridiculing him even. And he is being punished as if he's stating these political views on his own behalf. In the same way, I made a video harshly criticizing a vegan diet guru, another guy who likes to have his shirt off on camera, by the way, a guy named John Rose. And it was completely clear that I was harshly condemning him for being a neo-Nazi. By the way, I'm of Jewish ancestry myself, my political leanings you can see on this channel, but I have no sympathy whatsoever with this guy's political position. But if it wasn't completely obvious to you in watching the video that I was harshly condemning him for his views, it actually had a warning at the bottom of the video throughout. Whenever I was quoting the person I was criticizing, it said in text on screen, this is being quoted only in order to criticize and excoriate it. Like, this is not the view of the person making this video. And the irony is that wasn't just deleted on my channel, and it was deleted as hate speech on this channel. But the same videos I was quoting are still on John Rose's channel, not censored, no strike, etc. So the same statements about Adolf Hitler, he's not that subtle about it, he directly is talking about his views on Adolf Hitler, on his channel where they're stated positively, where he's approving of Adolf Hitler, that's not hate speech according to YouTube, that's not censored. My quoting his views on Adolf Hitler in order to condemn and excoriate him, that is. Okay? So this is the reality. Even if these were the only examples I had to work with, and this is my only experience, it's not. If you watch my channel, other people have tried to destroy my channel. Okay? This shows you very clearly what is possible and what's not on YouTube. And I feel bad for Mumkey Jones. I believe he was making enough money from YouTube that it was his full-time job, or at least it was a part-time job that had really changed his life. So I think his financial situation is probably suddenly really damaged. He's probably going to impact his life in many different ways. Having his channels deleted, you could say about me, at least right now, as 2018 it closes, that's not particularly true. I get a couple $100s a month, but it doesn't impact my life that much one way or another. If you want to be paid on YouTube, you got to put on a suit and tie, and you got to sit at a news desk, and you've got to be incredibly careful about who you quote and what you say. whether or not that was the preconceived plan that YouTube created, it's not just that the era of fistfights on the street corner is over. The era of real talk on YouTube is over. In 2018, there will never be another Onision. There will never be another The Amazing Atheist. There will never be another Mumkey Jones. If you do upload those kinds of videos, you will never be able to make money out of them. You will never be able to earn a living. You will never be able to gather a large audience. Not on YouTube. Maybe try some other website. Okay? So the rules have changed, and the implications and effect of that change in rules was very subtle at first, but now we see it in all its devastating knock-on effects. And to use a legal term, some of you may or may not know, this is especially famous in American law, what censorship has is a chilling effect on free speech. It has a chilling effect on political commentary and criticism. That's the legal term, and that's exactly what this is.